Hello and welcome to the stream, viewers. Today I'm going to be playing some Gazillionaire, or rather, showing off some recorded gameplay of Gazillionaire. Gazillionaire Deluxe, that is. One of the best games ever made. So I'm going to start up the gameplay here. Let's see. There we go. It's a little bit loud. Hang on, let me adjust this audio while I get the planet set up in the recording. Let me test the audio and make sure it sounds good. See, it's actually kind of quiet in the OBS. Let's see how that sounds. Alright, that should be fine. Maybe it's a little quiet, but it should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so starting off in Gazillionaire, you pick a ship. Obviously, this company, it's named Buttchug 1. Well, you know, you have to name it something good so people respect your business. You have to let them know you mean business. But yeah, there's lots of ships in Gazillionaire, which is one of the main appeals of the game. There's the worm shuttle. There's all kinds of things. It's a first worm shuttle type game. There's the Squidosity, of course. Everyone knows the Squidosity. I think in this first one I picked the worm shuttle. I was going for a taxi run, which in this game, in Gazillionaire Deluxe, a taxi run is not necessarily the best. You won't make as much money starting off, which you do need it. The main thing you do in this game is you import export. You're an importer exporter. Art Vandelay, importer exporter. That's what I should have called the company. But you import export products, and that's why having a ship with larger, storage capacity is usually better. The official strategy guide recommends the I don't remember what it's called, but it's like the whaler, I think is what it's called. Yeah, the whaler, because it has a good balance. But I chose the worm shuttle, and we'll see how that goes. This is Mr. Zin. He's awesome. He's kind of the best character in the game. He buys you the ship and you get to pay him back over time. Kind of awesome. Kind of the #1 character in gaming, if you ask me. But, that's neither here nor there. Move over, Mario. It's Mr. Zin. The music in this game is really good. It's awesome. So, first thing we do in this game is we go ahead and we start out, and we're gonna go ahead and be buying a lot of stuff. So you can see Well, I'm just checking out the ship right now in the recording. In the recording, a lot of this recording, I don't know why I'm like looking at so much stuff and not doing anything. I don't know why I was doing that during the recording. I probably was, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, we got the loan, of course, the loan. See, that's our loan. So we have no money right now. No money.
Money, money,
Money, money,
money.
money. Yeah, that guy's awesome. He maybe is, well, he's below Mr. Zin, but he's pretty good. So yeah, pretty much what you want to do in this game. So you can see the worm ship. It's got 16 passenger capacity and 9 passengers waiting, so that's pretty good. But then the problem is when when you set your ticket prices higher, the less it's less likely to get passengers when your ticket price is higher. So that's kind of the problem with having a ship built mainly around transporting passengers is you don't get as much money because if it's higher, not as many passengers will
Money,
want to go
money,
on your ship,
money.
even if you do advertise. Compared to the amount of money you could make, transporting a large load of cargo at and selling it at a higher price than you bought it, the income from uh, passengers alone is not really the best. So it makes you question why I even picked this in the beginning. But we'll see how it goes. Well, I know how it goes, but I won't spoil it. Yeah, the sound effects in this game are awesome. Some of the best sound effects in gaming, I think. So I'm looking deep into Mr. Zin's eyes right now. What am I doing? I don't know what the heck I'm doing in this recording. Let's speed this part up. Let's see. Can I? Let's speed this part up a little. Put it at 1.5 speed. There we go. Advertising. All right. All right. What else am I doing right now in this safe? Buttchug won. The meager businessman Buttchug won. Oh, the sped up music is awesome. Oh, he's gonna increase my cargo. Okay. Solar storm. Ooh. Make sure I don't go there. Let's see. What am I doing? I don't know why I'm like I think oh no, you know what it was is I hadn't played this game in a while, and that's why I was like kind of floundering around with the controls and where everything was and figuring out that stuff. But it gets smoother as it goes on. Looking at all the cargo I could buy. We got cantaloupe, whipped cream, toasters, oxygen, X fuels, and exotics. So the way this game works is the stuff at the top is worth. You can usually buy more of it, but it's worth less money when you sell it, right? So an exotic, stuff at the bottom, that's a good one. Exotic is a good one, but the stuff at the bottom is higher price, and you can sell it for more. So it's kind of it's the way that it works is
Good.
when you buy something that's worth more at a lower price, you can sell it higher somewhere where it's more in demand. The sped up music is awesome. Sounds insane. It sounds insane. The bar in OBS is going like really fast when I'm looking at the audio for the game. So this lady's awesome. She's the Pelia Valilia Queen of Loro. She's kind of a babe. So yeah, kind of like one of the top 10 hottest characters in gaming. Move over Laura Croft. Move over all those classic characters that people like to say are attractive. And move over. It's Pelia Valilia. That's who it is. So you can see I'm picking up passengers here, but it doesn't. Yeah, I don't think I get very many that time. That's okay though. I don't think we advertised it at all. Oh, here you go. Yeah, we're advertising now for passengers. So yeah, you can advertise for passengers and for commodities. Usually you just Well, usually in the times that I've played it before, I would just do for passengers because most of the time you'd have enough resources to go around, right? And you wouldn't need more. But uh, in the second playthrough I have recorded, I chose a ship with a larger cargo hold, so I would advertise more. I would invest more advertising into the commodity instead of the passengers because the passengers doesn't really matter because there was only a couple passenger slots in the giant ship, so it didn't really matter if I didn't have, a bunch of passengers waiting to get on the ship. What mattered more was the commodities, which would be when you advertise for commodities, it means on the next planet you can buy more commodities, which helped because the ship that I pick in the next one, it's a larger ship and it's slower, but it can carry more. So a lot of times the competition would get to, the competitor CPUs would get to the destination, the planet, before I got there, and that's where advertising for the commodities came in and helped me uh, still get the resources I needed to make money. So, let's see. And the insurance in this game too, it varies. You can see there, but I usually buy it if it's low because sometimes this game has a luck system, which is interesting. I actually got the official strategy guide from the LavaMind website, and there's a lot of interesting stuff in there that I didn't know about before because I played this game a while, for quite a bit, and this is the first time I played it in a while. But what's interesting is that there's a luck system, so you can have bad luck and good luck, and the luck actually strings together. So if you're having a string of bad luck, you're more likely to have more bad luck, right? If you're having good luck, you're more likely to have more good luck. Obviously, it can still change. Your luck can still change, but that's kind of how the luck system works. It's interesting, and there are ways to get better luck and worse luck and stuff like that. Let's see what I'm doing in the gameplay here. I think I'm just trying to get passengers and stuff. Let me see. Yeah, this one doesn't go so well, but it's the first game back from a while. Let's see. Fine whipped cream. Okay, okay. So we're trying to take that to, let's see.
Good.
Taking that to, where did we go? Hoffmeister. That guy's evil. That guy's top 10 most evil characters in gaming is Hoffmeister. Move over Bowser. Move over Darth Vader.
Great deal.
Move over evil. Move over Dracula. So yeah, you can see I actually did get the more passengers there. I raised the price, but like I said, you still don't get enough money. Especially this ship specifically had a lot of crew members, so the crew members' wages would go up really fast. And that's kind of why I wanted to get. That's why I wanted Loro on the planet list because if you go to Loro, sometimes they will uh, the your employees will forget about they basically forget that you want to pay them because they had such a good time at Loro, which is pretty funny. But it didn't work out so well on this run. Let's see, what am I doing now? Yeah, I ended up having to take out a lot of loans from this guy, which ended up being bad. You can see here. The problem was I had to take out loans to buy stuff, to buy products. But the second run, trust me, the second run goes much better. What I might even do is I could even skip to the better run, but I might just, maybe we'll skip forward in this one and see because this one isn't as exciting. Hmm.
Good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe, you know what, let me skip forward a little more. Because this one just isn't exciting as the second run. Let me get a little farther in this one, because we'll sort of skip forward. We can see some of the, yeah, we can see some of the, uh, uninformed business decisions of Buttchug 1. I mean, Buttchug 1, what a an experienced businessman, you know, a truly Buttchug Jr., truly a terrible business model. But see, bad deal, evil. It's evil. See, this is the part where it really goes downhill. Let me see, where's the we'll keep with that for now. Yeah, I skip forward a lot because see if there's let me check something real quick. Yeah. You can see that it didn't go so well, so I'm just gonna skip to the here we go. Okay. This is about to be the end of it. So we'll tune in for the end of Buttchug 1, but Buttchug 2, that's really where the good content is, you know, Buttchug 2. But as you can see, Buttchug 1 not doing so good. Clicking around, doesn't know what's going on, trying to get the debts paid off, can't pay the taxes. The taxes are in the red money. Yeah, this one did not end up so well. Let's see. Oh, the emergency tax break. Yeah! This guy's awesome. I forgot about this guy. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you can see we're at the very bottom here. I'll slow it down a little. There's a lot of yeah, you can see the loan there. So how you lose this game is basically if your loan, right? If you can't pay off your loan by the end of your so turn, and the turns are based on when you go to a different planet that starts your next turn. It's like weeks. They do it in weeks. But pretty much the way it works is that guy, if you don't pay off that loan, or Mr. Zin's loan, if Mr. Zin's loan or the uh, Travelers, what was it? Traders Union loan is in the red by the end of your turn, you will lose the game. So you cannot do that, and that's pretty much what happened. I skipped over a lot of it because it wasn't as exciting. The Buttchug 2 is much better. I won't skip any of that. But the Buttchug 1, the problem was, I think, like I mentioned, didn't have enough money from commodities. The ship wasn't big enough to carry a lot of commodities. Only passengers, but not enough money from the passengers came in to pay off all the debts from the, you know, the traders union, the loans, the taxes, the crew wages. I think there's like 6 crew members on this ship, which is a lot in this game. It's a lot, and you have to pay them a lot. So it didn't work out so well. And that's why Buttchug 1 met a terrible demise, which we will soon witness. Unfortunate but true. Oh yeah, and the tax break too. Something in the strategy guide they mentioned was to never pay the taxes or the crew wages until they get into the red, because you might get the random event where this is the emergency tax break where they this guy's awesome. Hello. That guy's awesome. There's so many awesome like random encounters in this game, and they have so many awesome sound effects. One that me and my friend say, oh yeah, see here we go. This is one of the events that would give you more luck. You see, so that would boost your luck. If you had bad luck, or if you had good luck, you would get really good luck. So yeah, that loan. I think this is the turn where I lose because that is I think the credit limit is 100,000, and I don't think there's any way for me to get $72,000. And I think I realized that it's over. I think I tried to borrow money from Mr. Zin there. That's not how that works. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like looking around like what do I do? What do I do? Trying to find any like couch cushion coins. But yeah, this was the last turn of Buttchug 1. Yeah, no, the gameplay for Buttchug 1, I kind of wanted to skip through it because it's 48 minutes of this gameplay, which didn't end up, I ended up losing, so I wanted to skip forward past it. See, this is a losing screen. That's if you lose. Buttchug 1 went bankrupt. Wait, let me go back. Let me get back to that. So you can see. Buttchug. Wait, I want to read it. I want to read it. I want to click through so fast in the recording. Did not want to lose. Buttchug 1 has gone bankrupt. All the assets are being liquidated by half creditors. Buttchug 1 is too deeply in debt to continue operating, and no financial institution is willing to lend it any more money. Supreme Commander Dred Nicholson is terribly upset of the bankruptcy. The Supreme Commander addressed the Kakubian Senate this morning, saying that what happened to Buttchug 1 is a big setback for the Empire. That's awesome. But now, new game, okay, new game. This is I usually play an expert because I'm an expert. All it does is make the computers, I think, a little smarter, and I think it has something to do with luck as well. But I can't remember. It's in the strategy guide. I haven't read I read the strategy guide a while back, but I have not looked at it since. What's interesting too is I'm just shuffling the planets here. What I didn't know, I found this out at some point, I think by accident. If you just you can click randomize planets to get random planets, but you can also just click on the planet itself to change it to whatever planet you want, which I do here. And when I found out about that, I thought it was really funny because I thought you had to like roll for an optimal. I mean, it depends on the strategy you're doing, but there's kind of like optimal planets you want for different things. Like if you're trying to go really fast, you want the planets. I don't remember which one it is. Yeah, Zine gives you all the. I'll pause here and see what we can say about this. Zine, yeah, if you're trying to go really fast, Zine will give you new engines and stuff. Maybe, I think, upgrade your storage capacity sometimes. But Zine, the bots, I don't, is having, maybe I should do it too, but I usually don't like Zine because the bots will just like go back and forth between Zine and another planet and just upgrade their engine really, really, really uh, quickly. So I usually don't like to have Zine in there, but I mean, I probably should do that too. But the way I play the game, I don't really plan to go to like specific planets. I just go whichever planet is going to yield the highest, um, cost based on what products I buy from the market at the time. See, Aloro, that's the one where the pleasure planet where you can get that's paid off sometimes from the crew. Let's see, base. Yeah, that's the one. You can just get like advice on the stocks there, but that one's usually not worth having because stocks are pretty much stocks in this game are like stocks in real life. It's like you could try to get some money, but it's not really gonna. It's a long time thing, and it's not really gonna give you that much compared to everything else you can do in the game. Tilo is awesome. The gambler's planet. You can you can talk to a guy and double your money. It's like a 50-50, I think, if you double your money, and then you can I mean, obviously, if you lose the money, but if you win, you double the money. And that is a funny one for sure. Let's see. Oh no, Pike. Pike is the one with the engines, and then I think Zine is the one with just they do various things to your ship, but I think yeah, Pike is the one where you get the faster engines. That's where you can get the fortune tellers, and they'll tell you your luck or like your future luck, so that can maybe help you know if you need to buy insurance or not. Mira, I don't remember that one right now. I actually don't know if I've been to that one. I must have been to it at some point though. I just don't remember. And then Sty, well, no, it's not showing all of them. That's right. Is it? No, wait, it is. I'll keep the recording going, so it's not boring. You know, paused for too long. Let's get that going. There we go. Okay, yeah, Nosh. That's the planet where you can get discounted gas for your ship, which is pretty good. A lot of the time, Zyle, that's where Mr. Zin lives. You can ask him for like to lower your interest on your loan account or raise your credit rate, I think. And the same with Sty, but the Sty is just for Sty is for the traders union and everything. Queg. I don't remember what Queg. Oh, Frack. Frack is the one where you can see the insurance. I think I tried to lower the insurance and stuff in this one too much. I think I should have put in some more useful planets, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. Sty. What's the one? Hork. Hork is the one where you can get like free advertising, or sometimes that Hork is a pretty good one. I think I have it in here. I put it in this one. So yeah. Let's see. Can we get to... Where do we start? Where do we start? Come on now. Beat it. I want to get to where I start the game, because we're looking at the planets for a long time. Okay, here we go. Buttchug 2. Rise of Buttchug. New Buttchug. Welcome to New Buttchug. So this one I choose the Kegger because it has a lot of cargo. It only has one passenger. It only has 2 crews. This is the one, the Whaler. That's the one that they recommend. Well, that's the one they say that one's their favorite, or the most balanced in the I believe in the strategy guide. I haven't used all the ships before. I think I have only used um gee, I don't think I've used all. I've used the green one, I think. The bubbly green one, I think. I've used the Whaler, and the Whaler was really good. I think I've used the train before. They all have different themes, too, which is really funny. I think I thought about using the Whaler, but then I ended up using this one because I wanted to make this run more of a, like, big moves. You know what I mean? Buying a lot of product, selling a lot of product, making big moves, big profits, large sums of money. That was the plan. Mr. Zin. He's awesome. Love that guy. So Buttchug 2. So the goal of this game is the first one to get to, I think it's 5 million. I don't think you can't actually get to Gazillion. The game is called Gazillionaire, but you can't actually get to a Gazillion because I don't think that's a real number, but that's okay. Because it sounds awesome and cool. So yeah, as you can see, I set the ticket price to middle for this one because you know it doesn't really matter if I get a passenger or not. It's not gonna make that much of a difference. So this is Mr. Zin's hometown. It's kind of insane. So you can ask him a favor. See, he already lowered my interest rate from 4 to 3, which is good. But you know, these planets, they're not always good because sometimes they'll raise it back up, or sometimes you know they just won't do anything. So you can't just it's balanced, so you can't just make your debt go away really fast. See, the news center's awesome, and the weather guy, he sounds like Donald Duck, the face fire. So yeah, you check the weather and the news to make sure where you're going, you're not gonna get ambushed by anything. And then if you know you're gonna go that way, or if you need to go that way, and you're gonna get ambushed, you want the insurance. So that's the way that you do it. Yeah, I'm setting the ticket price to a. Oh no, I think I set the ticket price to a really high number because I thought, what if somehow, what if somehow, what if somehow one person takes a ride and I get like $1 million. That was the thought process there because you know what I mean. I'm not like losing money from not getting people to ride on it because you can only carry one. So the thought process was if just one person shows up, I'll get $1 million, which I don't actually think it's possible, but maybe there's like a really small chance. I don't know. Let's see. There's not a whole lot of audio in this game all the time, but let's see.
Whoa.
There we go. Yeah, every single thing you can buy has a sound effect for buying or clicking on it, buying it. All the planets have their own themes. All the funny guys have their own. The funny characters have their own sound effects. A lot of stuff has sound effects. All the ships have their own sound effects and songs and stuff, which is awesome. I think I let this one rock for a little bit because it is one of the best songs. Let me turn it up. I don't know if that came through, but I tried to turn it up a little. Let me see. I think I can check. Yeah. I'm just trying to get the audio to match. I've had problems in the past where my audio is too quiet and then the game audio is too loud, but I think we'll be okay.
Whoa.
Great deal.
Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Oh yeah, the great deal sound effect. That's an awesome one. You gotta love the great deal sound effect. Great deal. It's the best feeling in the game because it basically just when you make a really good profit, he says great deal, and it's like, it's literally the best. I mean, you can't really beat it. It's kind of the best thing in the game. Hey, I need to turn this back down. Turn it up in OBS. Oops. Gotta keep it full screen so everybody can see. There we go. Turn that up in just a little. That should be fine. Alright. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Alright. So yeah, we talked. You can on this planet you talk to the traders, officials. Sorry, I'm listening to it back in OBS and I'm trying to hear it, and it's like speech jamming me. So that's why I'm going silent. Hang on, let me. That's messing with me. There we go. That should be fine. I think the audio should still be good. Yeah, this song was good. I let this one rock a little. That's one of the best ones. There's also a really good one. I don't remember. I think I go to that planet a little later, and it might be. Gee, I don't remember now actually. But yeah, I'm checking the stock market here. Usually the stocks you wait for one to get really low, but usually they're not worth buying because there's no real guarantee they'll go up at all. So kind of just if you have the extra money to spare. No cantaloupe. Buy cantaloupe. 41 cantaloupe. Please. Let's see. So you start off with the low money. And usually you don't have to buy insurance, but if you know you're gonna go somewhere that has, like if you know there's a really good deal on a planet and you want to go there still, you can buy the insurance. Or sometimes I'll just buy it if it's really, really low, because then that helps with if you get unlucky. And I usually don't like to borrow from the Traders Union, but I think I did early on just to get some more commodities because I have so much space on my ship, I can sell and buy and sell more than usual at the beginning. So I wanted to make sure I had enough money to actually do that. What's awesome too is if you look at the ship, you can see like the ship itself is not on like a transparent background. It's on the background that the ship is on is just pure black. So when it goes across like the stars, it will you can see the black square from behind the ship just cutting the stars off, which is awesome. I love that. So this song is good too. Let this one rock a little. Let's see, what am I doing here? Looking at the cargo. Yeah, selling the cantaloupe. They have no cantaloupe and I have 41. Perfect business. Perfect cantaloupe sale. See, I'm looking here. So when something is 100% on the planet that you're on, that means that you're gonna get it for, that's a lower price, right? It basically means it's kind of like, I guess, the saturation of it. I don't know the exact wording, but basically when something is at 100%, you want to buy it. You want to buy it at a high percent, and you want to sell it at a low percent. That's the whole name of the game. We got some good agency here. We got awesome publicity. Move over. Move over, news station. It's time for Hork. So yeah, that's how it works. You buy at the high percent, you sell at the low percent. That's pretty much the basics of the game. And that's the whole thing that you really want to be doing. And there can be events that affect it, but that's usually what you want to be doing. Let's see. Yeah, you can see here I'm probably looking at the toasters because they're at 100%, and then on Sty they're 17%. See, I'm marking that is where I want to go because then I can sell them for a higher profit. And I could also sell some of the X fuels there for more, but I don't know if I'll buy into this because it doesn't look like I have. Well, at 20,000, we'll see how much the toasters take. I don't think they have that many. They only, well, there's 88. Let's see. Yeah. So I might buy a couple X fuels too. I think I will. I'm borrowing to. Okay. I'm borrowing to make sure I think I get all the toasters is what I'm doing. That can't be right there. What am I looking at in this recording? I gotta play. I have a lot of games recorded, but I can also definitely play some live. And it depends on the game also, but I will play some games live, and I do have a lot more games recorded. I think I have Zuma. I've got Dead by Daylight. I've got like the first 30 minutes of The Witcher 3, which I didn't play very much of, but I do have that recorded. Let's see. I've got some other stuff too. I've got Worms Pinball. That's a good one. That's a good one. That one was really fun when I played it.
Good.
I'm trying to think of what's another good one. I could put up I could just, well, I'll pick one obviously, but I could also play one live. We'll see what we do. Oh yeah, you can go to the distance chart too, but it's usually just relative on the map, so you can kind of just tell. So if I'm going to Sty, it's like, farther away. And these are good. You usually want to get these facilities. Sometimes it's hard to get because it's a secret auction. You can just lose the bet. But it's basically like a house in Monopoly where, if they land on it, they have to pay you more when they land on it. So that's kind of how that works. And they are really, really good. This one especially, 3,000 every time, that adds up. We'll see that later come into play. I would like to see how the bots play because I wonder, because I never really beat any of the bots. They're pretty good, but I always wonder how they would play, right? What kind of plays are they making and how, you know? I bet you could get some good strategies from the bots, but I don't think it's possible to view them at all. Recycling program. Recycling program. Let's see. Weather Bureau. No reports of meteor storms. That's good. What do we got here? The marketplace. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh, I think oh yeah. You can see toasters. You can see toasters went up to 30 because sometimes you can. Sometimes they'll go up, sometimes they'll go down. So if something's at 0, it's not guaranteed when you get there it's still going to be 0. I think it was 18% last time, and then I went up to 30%. So I'm not going to get a great deal, but I would still make profit because I bought them at 100%. The planet I'm on right now is not so great. I think what I actually end up doing is, despite it kind of not being the smartest, I think I do end up buying. do I sell? Oh, I do sell the toasters. Let's see. Okay. I thought what I might do is just buy them and then go to the other planet where it's 0. Or not really buy anything and just pass over to the other planet that's 0. See if I can sell it for more. But usually, I mean, in the strategy guide it mentions that, but it usually because you do get taxed. There are like basically like import-export taxes in this game. Um, you do get taxed every time you bring a product in your ship, basically inside and outside of a planet, or I think it's outside of. I think it's out. I think it's like when you leave a planet, you get taxed for that. I'm pretty sure is how it works. So it's not really good to just carry around stuff and not sell it because you're just gonna rack up taxes. Let's see, what am I doing here? Let me speed this up a little. Speed it up just a bit. Yeah, make it go a little faster. See, I don't. I think I end up not really looking. I think I buy. I don't know. I don't think I buy very much of anything because really not great. I do have smell it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good one. That's one of the best sound effects. The lava lamp one is really good. Yeah, I buy a couple things for cheaper than I think because I could still sell them for a little bit of a profit at least. But yeah, that's not usually that great when stuff's 50% like that. Not usually very good for buying or selling. Here we go. Finally, I went to the next planet. He wins the lottery. I've never won the lottery in this game. I don't know what that means. Oh, see, yeah, so somebody else was on there and I get that money when I go there, which is really good. So you can say the crew wages owned there is in red, so I'll have to pay it this turn. Well, sometimes you can get away with it, but if you don't, it's really bad if you don't pay it because then you'll get a huge fine, and sometimes they'll just raise the amount you have to pay them, so it's really bad to let it get in the red. But I should
Great
be fine.
deal.
Great deal. Great deal. Yeah, toasters actually went down, which is actually awesome on this one. I think stuff went down, so I did get like better profits than I expected, which was nice. So you can see, I think, what I might do here is, oh yeah, I'll advertise for stuff, and then I think let's see what we can get on this planet right now. What do we got? So, oh yes, the stuff at the bottom is good, but there's not really anywhere to sell it for a whole lot. I think I was looking more at well, let's see, what am I looking at here? Yeah, I was looking at the exotic is what I was looking at. Because I can at least sell it for, I mean, it's still 67%. That's still a pretty good gap. And the blue arrow is really helpful too. They put it on there. The blue arrow means this is it's the lowest place where you can, the price is the highest basically. You can sell it for the highest there. It's the lowest percent basically on any given product on any planet. So that's what the blue arrow is pointing at, which is very convenient because that's usually what you kind of look for. This guy's awesome. This guy's awesome. I think I decline him though because I'm not going to that planet. The downside of this guy is he always will give you the money. I mean, he doesn't like rip you off or anything, but you do have to go to the planet that he's asking you to go to, and I didn't go there because I needed to get to. Or did I get it? Did I go there? Oh, wait. Maybe I turned him down for no reason. That's all right. What am I looking at here? Oh, yeah, the exotic. Oh yeah, I remember what I did now. This I think ended up being a really great deal because I think what I ended up doing was because exotic's 100%, I did not sell it. Unless, do I have some? I think I had some, yeah. I don't sell it here though because I would be selling it at a loss. But I think what I do here is, I think what I do here is I take it to, let's see, I'm messing with the ticket price right now. I think I just take it to another planet. I think I buy it more and actually take it to another planet. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely sell the Kryptonians because they're 8%. That's the problem with the recording. I should have played this live, but I just wanted to. I was just recording a lot of stuff at some point. Problem with this game that we're playing it, not playing it live, is that I have to wait for my recorded self to do stuff, and when I'm not actually playing the game, I'm like, get it, go faster, go faster. So you can see, okay, towards Sty, towards I don't think I'm going towards any of those places. Yeah, we're going to. Looks like we're going to. Oh yeah, this I I must have forgot to pay the crew. Yeah, see, I got terrible luck here. I forgot to pay the crew, and they had to raise the wages like I buy asteroids. Yeah, that was not so good. So you can see the Buttchug graph is very low right now. Not looking so good. Not looking so good. Let's see what we can do about this. Space pirates. Yeah, the loan. Ooh, the loan. Ooh, the loan's not good. Yeah, things weren't looking good for Buttchug 2, but don't worry, viewer. Things go uphill.
Great
See, we sell the
deal.
exotic. We sell the Kryptonians. We
Great
just need that money,
deal.
but it's a good deal because that stuff's high value. It's at 0% right now,
Great deal.
so we make a lot of money back. We can pay the loan back, or at least under the 100,000, so we don't lose. We can still advertise comfortably for the next planet.
Hi.
I do get the insurance because it's super low there, 2,000. That's really low for insurance. Usually it's like much higher. Let's see, what do I do here? I think I go for the toasters. No, it looks like what am I doing? What the heck am I doing? Oh, maybe it's the algal sand? Oh, jelly beans. Okay, jelly beans. Yeah, yeah, this part I was kind of looking in between the lines. Because the jelly beans were on a different planet for not the least amount, but it was on the planet with some other stuff. There was a lot of stuff that was lower. Not the least, but lower. So I was able to get, I think, a pretty decent profit. Not the best, but decent. I think. Oh, yeah. I paid back max of the traveler's loan, which is not a, or the union. What am I talking about? The traders union loan, which wasn't a great idea because I had $0. The helping monk, of course. Everyone knows the helping monk. They actually got this character from real life. This is actually a real character. So is this. This is real. This is a real character in real life. So these couple ones that I'm getting right here, I actually get the fly one a lot. There are a couple events that are always good. There are some events that are always bad, and there are some events that are kind of a chance, right? But I get pretty good luck in this run. Let's see. You can see that the Buttchug 2 is coming back. The graph is going up in a nice spike there. Yes. Very nice graph. We have a passenger to pick up. Very nice. Money, money, money.
Great deal.
Great deal. Great deal. We actually do get a good deal. I think the stuff also did go down, which is very nice. We do
Great
sell the jelly
deal.
beans. We get a great deal. We get great deals. We get great deals. What did I do next? Oh yeah, I think I go to Frack for the frog legs. Let's see what I do. Oh yes, I have my fortune told. My aura is average. Hmm. Hmm. Average aura. Dust storms around Hork. Economy in Hork is taking off. Okay, okay. Let's see what we get. Get the what kind of supplies we got. What kind of marketplace we got. Dude, there's the recording. I click on something. This recording is taking forever. I gotta play this one live for sure. There we go. There we go. What do we get? I think we definitely go to Nosh. Because look at the whipped cream and the babble seeds. I think we definitely ended up going to Nosh here. Or Frack, because the frog legs were 100. But I think he ended up going to Nosh. I'm not actually sure what I ended up doing here. We'll see. Apparently I ended up doing nothing. What's going on here? There we go. There we go. Alright. No, it looks like I was gonna go to Frack. Okay. Well, I think it's the frog legs to Frack. Pickles to Pittsburgh. Colliding with a chance of meatballs too. Looks like that's what I was doing. No, then I decided to go to Nosh. I did. Because there's two stuff. Two things I could sell is why I did that. So I fill up my entire ship. And I go to Nosh. I'm going to grab a bit of Nosh. Eat a bit of Nosh. Nosh on some squash. Nosh on the squash with a wasp. Hmm. 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 I get the insurance. Okay, okay. Now see, that's where I did it. I paid back the loan max, but that's never. I don't think that's a very good idea because then you have $0, which usually isn't great. You usually want some money. I think I took some of it back and I put it in the. I got insurance, and then I think I put the rest in the bank.
Good.
Yeah, I always put it in the bank at the end of the turn because then at least you don't get very much, but at least you get a little bit of interest. There was a lot of auctions in this game. Usually there aren't so many, but there was a lot. I don't think I get this one though. Yeah, this is a funny this is a funny random event because if you click no, he just takes it. I think he takes like double or something. He basically screws you over. And see, I did win that one. Okay. So yeah, you can see the Buttchug too is not very good. This is where we dipped pretty hard, I think, because I think we had to pay that off with that um, facility. Hmm. But I think we make it back. This is where I was. You can check here to see how much money you have waiting for you on a planet. So I think I was trying to get back to Zyle because I had 12,000 Ku bars waiting there for me, which is good, which is very good. That's a lot of money. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Let's see.
Great
Great
deal.
deal. We sell a lot of babble seeds. Okay, okay. think we get the whipped cream here too. I think we get the whipped cream deal, but only just a little, which is I think why I bought less of that, obviously, because well, babble seeds are worth more, but also the whipped cream just was never that much of a good deal in the first place. Hmm. Let's see. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Checking the weather. Checking the weather. News center. Come on now. Oh yeah, Zobrock. Zobrock. Yeah, that one's a good one. You save on gas. Then I realized I had to do this. Oh, okay. Well, it was fine then. Yeah. I paid him back enough. And then I think we can see here. I think I need to look to buy some more stuff. I might have had to even. Well, I couldn't borrow anymore. I don't think I bought very much. But that's when I think I went back to Zyle. Or maybe I guess I went back to Vex. Let's see. Yeah, okay, now here's what it was. I was going to I needed to go to because exotic was so high. I think I sell these back. I think I don't do this. I think I go. I think I buy exotic here. No, okay. Actually, I don't think I had enough money. I think I would have bought enough money is what it was. But I think I think I end up going to I do think I think I do this one. Well, no, I don't think I do. No, I do. Kind of insane because I'm gonna be in debt now. I don't know why I did that actually. Oh, okay, wait. This is. Let me slow it down. Let me slow it back down. Let me go back. So this is insane. This is a crazy deal coming up because this guy is selling me 200 tons of. Oh, come on. Let me go back and talk. Let me go back and explain real quick. I just want to make sure because this is an insane thing. This is like one of the biggest deals I've ever seen in this game, and I want to make sure that people understand why it's so cool. So yeah, this guy, he sells me 210 tons of exotic, and of course I'll buy it because that's a lot. And the planet that I'm going to, let's see, I think I get all the exotic, and then this fly gives me like $1 billion, which is awesome. But let's see. I think let me see here. I think once I realized that it was a crazy deal, let's see, because something happens in the next turn. Because I have a lot of exotic, and then yeah, that's right. I go to I believe then I go to because this is where I keep it. Because if I'm not gonna sell it at 59%, because that's just
Great
you
deal.
know that's not a great deal. Like I got in the umbrellas, that's not a great deal. But if you can see here, here, let me pause it again. I'll show you. So the reason, so here's what happens, right? I'm like, okay, I'll go to because the exotic is 0 there. But if you, oh no, I have to go back. I have to. Come on now, show me the pricing. Oh geez, hold on. Here it is. Oh, come on now. So you can see exotic here. Oh no, come on. I'm worst streamer ever. Worst streamer of all time. Here it is. So you can see exotic there. The price range for exotic, the lowest that you can buy it on the market is $360. But that guy just sold me 210 pounds for 100 kubars. You know what I mean? Per unit, which is insane because usually it's 360 to 720. I mean that the deal is insane. $260. extra if I sell it at the lowest. I mean, basically, I can't have a bad deal is pretty much what it means. But then you'll see as I go on later, as I determine, I'm like, okay, exotic, that's pretty good. Obviously, I'm not going to sell here. I'm going to go to because it's 0 at So sell the umbrellas.
Great
And then I think I
deal.
buy a couple more. I think I buy a little bit more exotic because there's some here. I sell the cantaloupe. Yeah, I sell the cantaloupe, and then I fill the rest up. I'm pretty sure with just exotic. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a buttload on the exotic on Let's see if I do. Maybe I don't. I thought I would, but we had a lot of cash. That fly really saved us. I mean, if we didn't have that fly, I mean, I think we still would have been fine with the fly with the 50k. Insane, 50 Ku bars, 50,000 Ku bars from that fly. Most generous fly I know. Extremely generous fly. Let's see. See, I obviously I'm gonna pay off the loan, but let's see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I know I don't buy insurance here. It's 23,000. That's like near the cap. Yeah, I think I'm checking the. I want to make sure I don't lose the exotic, but I think it should be fine because. And you know what? I actually think I might have ended up buying insurance because I just didn't want to lose all the huge profit that it would be. But let's see what happens. Because I did get a lot of money, so we'll see. I'm pretty sure I buy more exotic here. Or I might have just bought, no, okay, I bought oxygen. But oxygen was still good. That was a safe bet. Let's see, do I do it? Yeah, I did do it. Because the profit was just going to be so big. If I got my, ship rated or something like that, it would have been awful. It would have like ruined the whole thing. But so it's already going to be a great deal. He's already going to say, great deal. He's already going to say that. But here's where it really takes a step up. Here's where things get even more uh, great deal. They turn into what you might say spectacular deal. So let's see if we can see. Oh yeah. Oh, enter the secret bid, whatever. There's the interest. This guy's awesome. But see, that's why I bought the insurance because see that that money. So I definitely was good that I bought that insurance. And luckily, I don't think even if I didn't, I don't think he ate anything. But I was glad that I got insurance for that for sure. Let's see. I think it is on this. Let's see where. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Due to political turmoil and hyperinflation, there's an economic crash on Production comes to a halt. Production comes to a halt, and the supply of goods crashes. They spelled crashes wrong. I didn't even notice that. Crashes. The prices shoot up. Trading ships arriving on won't find much to buy, but anything they will have on hand will sell well. So basically, this means we'll see in a minute that the exotic I have, which I just got an enormous amount of for an extremely discounted price, is going to sell for even more, I believe even more than usual, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think there was a pause between because when I was recording this, I realized what an insane deal this was going to be, and I waited, I paused the game, and I waited to call my friend on Discord and say, dude, look at this amazing, crazy deal I'm gonna make. Cause look at the graph, right? Look at the graph. It's actually funny. He's on the call with me as I'm doing this, as I'm recording this. He was on the call with me, and I was showing him this. I'm explaining it as I'm explaining it to you now. But I'm showing him the graph. The graph is not so great. It's pretty low. And I'm walking like, yeah, just regular train. You pick up your passengers. You know. And then I show him this. You see, I think it was weird. The audio cut out here, but I edited it. I edited back in the great deal sound effect. Hang on, let's see. What am I? Let me go back and see, because I'm trying to see if the exotic on the. Okay, no, the price range is still the same. but the market price, that's where it is, the market price. That's the price range, but yeah, the market price right there, you can see for exotic is at basically the top cap. So for every single, basically for every single pound, I guess you'd say pound of exotic that we paid 100 Q bars for, we are making for each 100 Q bars. So for each one unit of 100 Q bars, we're making back literally like 600 Q bars, and multiply that by 210, and you'll see in a second here. I'm explaining it to him like, dude, this is an insane deal. And then I sell it,
Great
and the
deal.
profit, 129,000 Q bars in profit in one deal, insane. The craziest thing I've ever seen in this game, and extremely lucky. I mean, the luck lined up just perfect, right? And also the oxygen, didn't even expect that to be, but that oxygen also sold at the very cap um, of the price range, which was great also. Let's see. I think that sells for a lot too, but then I realized, yeah, I don't think I actually buy anything because I don't think there is actually anything to buy. Or no, there is, there is. I think maybe I buy a couple things. But yeah, if you sell that, you know. But yeah, the insane, like it's like a 150K deal. Insane deal. I was talking to my friend too. I was saying they should have another tier of deal, right? Like you can say great deal if it's good, but then it's like if there's another one that's even better, it would be like spectacular deal or like amazing deal. It'd be awesome. Yeah, there's no sound for this next part, but I think it gets back on. See when it'll cut back on at some point. But that I had to edit in the great deal because that's what the skin's all about is getting that great deal. The soothsayer. I think my luck. I think I checked it. My luck was really good. Hmm. Nosh. I don't know why I think I'm goofing around in this part, taking forever to do the stuff in the game. But yeah, then I have like a giant pool of money, and I think I show the graph in a minute. But the graph was just absolutely the spike up from the the rise of Buttchug 2. Let's see. I think I just probably buy. Oh, no, I think I go to Hork because there's the hair tonic and the Cryptoons, or no, the gems and the yeah. I think that's what I end up getting. I think that's what I end up getting. So yeah, let's see. Yeah. No. Oh, we go to Zile. Speed this. It's already spread it up a little, but yeah. Let me put on. Hang on. While this music, all the sound effects are off, let me put on. Let me put on some of the music I was playing to start the stream. The Oddworld music. Let's see. Let's get that going here. While there's no music on this, might even keep it on in the background, real quiet like. I think I need to unmute this. There you go. Should be able to hear that. Turn that down. Turn that down even lower, just because I want it to be really in the background. But yeah, oh yeah, Oddworld. Great game series. Might have to play that on stream. I beat Oddworld, Abe's Exodus. I think that's the first one. Beat the first Oddworld. Um, I did end up using. When I found out about they had no clip in it, which was awesome. I didn't even know Oddworld had no clip, but I messed around with the no clip a lot near the end of the game because it did get really hard. I think I got stuck, but I ended up no clipping a little bit, which is fine. I think that's fine in games. I'm not a super stickler for Half-Life 1. I'll talk about Half-Life in a second, but Oddworld, I beat the first Oddworld, and then I started the second Oddworld. No, Abe's Odyssey is the first one, and then Abe's Exodus is the second one. That's right, that's right, that's right. Now, the second Oddworld, I did start. I haven't beat it yet, and I still haven't installed on Steam. And I started also the first 3D game they did, Munch's Odyssey, which is really, really fun so far. I think I had trouble capturing that one, though, on my computer, because it is a pretty old game. But I might have to end up streaming at least the second Our World game. Because, I don't know, Munch's Odyssey I might just not stream if I don't know if I get it to work. And I think, I remember what it is now, is when you alt-tab Abe's Munch's Odyssey, it gives you just some issues. Like I said, it's an old game. So I'm probably just going to beat that one off stream. Not really stream it, because it's just too many technical issues with it. But Oddworld 2, Abe's Exodus, I might end up playing that one on stream. I think that would be really fun. So I might end up doing that. And then, let's see. I think there's... Oh, Oddworld... Oh, yeah. My favorite Oddworld game, Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. I love that one. It's It's heavily inspired by, those old Clint Eastwood, right? Fistful of dollars, few dollars more, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Heavily inspired by that, the Stranger, right? Great movies and an awesome game. Definitely would recommend playing that one. Even as a first Oddworld game, I'd say, because it's really easy to get into. The controls and stuff. It is different. I'd say but it's a good first starting one because it's not. The puzzle ones are kind of hard. They're definitely hard. But what I like about the puzzle ones too is they give you a quick save. I think when a game is hard, but it knows that the game is difficult, so it gives you quick saves. I think that's good game design. Because if a game knows it's hard, I think with a game, something that annoys me, it's not so much that the game is hard, right? If the game is hard, but they give you a save, they give you a lot of saves, they let you just kind of start from where you... Oh, looks like the sound is back in Gazillionaire. 1 second. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. When a game is difficult, but it has a lot of saves, that's not very annoying to me. I mean, because you're eventually going to beat it, right? But what gets really annoying, what makes me stop playing a game is when I lose a lot of progress or I have to do a lot of stuff to get back to where I was. That's what makes me stop playing a game, is when I lose a whole lot of progress. That's kind of what makes me stop playing games. So, if something's hard, but I can start from pretty close, it's not bad, and I'll probably keep playing it. But yeah, Oddworld is good at that too. The games are hard, but they give you the quick save. They give you the, basically you get to start at the beginning of the room. I mean, it's really, really good at that because they know the game's hard. And plus, just the character designs, the story. Oh my god, love those games. They're so awesome. Might have to end up streaming the second one. We'll see. Then let's see. What else was I saying? I was saying something. Oh yeah, about Half-Life. With the no clip stuff. Yeah, Half-Life 1 and 2. I probably shouldn't have played it. I think I beat Half-Life 1 and 2 in I beat Half-Life 1 in 1 day, which I shouldn't have done. I mean, I should have spread it out more, I do like Half-Life 1. I think Half-Life 1 is really fun. I think that Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 are really cool and really fun. I think that Valve in general, playing all those Valve games, that's that whole Valve series of games definitely inspired a lot of people to make games because playing those games and looking at the behind the scenes commentaries and stuff just makes you want to make games. I mean, it's such an inspiring game series that really just makes you want to play games, makes you want to make games, makes you interested in games because they do so many different things with those games. But Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2, I did no clip a lot through them. I kept getting lost. I guess I wasn't very good at navigating the levels in those games. But I liked Half-Life Part 1 and Half-Life Part 2, or Half-Life 2 Part 1, Half-Life 2 Part 2, more because they were a little bit more linear, and that helped me at least move through them faster, and it was a little clearer what I was supposed to do and where I was supposed to go. But that's just for me. I mean, but they were still definitely really
Great
fun games.
deal.
I'd probably have to play them again at some point. But I did still like them, and they were really good. Half-Life 1, I know there's like a bunch of versions of Half-Life 1. There's like the Source one and the Black Mesa. I gotta be honest though, I did not like Black Mesa at all. It changed so much from, I mean, I like old games like Half-Life 1. I like old games like that. Half-Life 1 or like kind of the earlier Counter-Strike stuff. Uh, just that, the texture of those games, the way that they look, the way that they feel, the way that they play. It only really was possible in that day and age when they made them. But the newer stuff to me isn't as, doesn't have that, I don't know, it doesn't have that, to me there's so much charm in those old games. In that first Half-Life 1, I love the way everything looks. I think it looks awesome. I love the crustiness of it. I think it's great. I like the speed of it. You can go so fast. Something really funny too, you could just melee everybody who was ragdolled and they just explode into little pieces. I thought that was really funny because the crowbar would go so fast. That one's awesome. Half-Life 2 definitely had some more awesome weapons for sure. I mean, they definitely upgraded the crossbow in that one to make it just feel way better to use. Because the crossbow in the first one was really good, but it kind of just it sort of just was just a really powerful crossbow. So there wasn't too exciting to use. Is really all it was. But yeah, no, it's awesome to be able to SV cheats. Oh, what was it? It was the can't remember what the one that gives you all the weapons. Impulse 101, I think. Typed that in so many times. Definitely have the one Control Seed, Control V. But yeah, those games are great. I think the first Portal too. I played that one. That one's great too. Oh yeah, the thing about Black Mesa was just didn't feel the same as the first Half-Life, and everything was so dark. That's the problem I have with a lot of new games, and I don't even think it's the games. I think it's the engines that they make them in. So I guess it's more of an engine problem. Is that everything? It's so dark because there's like almost too many shadows. I think. I don't actually know how it works. I'm not a game designer. I don't actually know how it works. So maybe I'm just making stuff up. But maybe the reason is because just the new engines have a lot of different shaders and stuff. I don't know. My point is that the newer games, a lot of newer games. I mean, I think I've watched a couple of my friends play Resident Evil 4 Remake. I watched well, I played Black Mesa. I had a lot of trouble getting through it. I was not really feeling that one. I don't think I really played through the whole thing. Just did not, like I said, did not like the way it looked or felt. So too dark, too hard to see everything. And I remember watching a couple of my friends playing Resident Evil 4 Remake, and it looked pretty dark too. It looked kind of hard to see stuff. So I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit skeptical with like remakes and stuff like that. So I don't know. But this guy's crazy. The wobbler. The wobbler appears. Oh, nice. Always bet on the wobbler. This guy's crazy. I think I did do this. Or maybe I didn't. I don't think I did actually because I don't think I knew what the stock market looked like. The fly, see the fly again. There were so many times I encountered the fly, and I got so much money from it. One of the best encounters, I think. Evil Hofmeister. I lost the auction. Oh. So, I realized later on in this game too, I shouldn't have put so many planets where you have to lower the interest rates and stuff, because in the late game it doesn't really matter. Like in the late game it doesn't matter if because you've paid off all the debts by now, so it doesn't really matter. But that's okay. Yeah, let's see. What other games? What other games could I talk about? Let's see, what other Valve games? I played Portal. I have Portal 2 installed. I haven't played. Maybe I could play Portal 2 on stream, but I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. I'll have to see. I might, if people want that, I could play it, but I'm not sure. I might not. I have other stuff recorded and playing and stuff. Oh yeah, the Left 4 Dead games. Those are cool. Left 4 Dead games are cool. I don't think I never played through them all because there's a lot to play through, and I just could never get. It's hard to meet with people because you can't really play. You could play them alone, but you want to play them with other people. And I think I just had trouble. Just it's hard to schedule a consistent time to do that all the time with people because everyone's busy. Everyone has different schedules, so it's kind of hard to do that. And people just want to goof around sometimes. Not everybody wants to play like it serious. Like let's play the whole thing of Left 4 Dead. You know what I mean? Which is fine. And I played some of it and I got my fill. It was cool. It's fun. It's good. Let's see. Ooh, I'm gonna have to be right back. I'm just going to use the restroom real quick, but I will be right back. Hello, I am back. Good evening, chatters. I hope everyone is doing well. Alright, let me get this gameplay started back up. It looks like the audio is back. Okay, the audio is back. I was thinking about, make sure my audio is working actually. We good? Yeah, okay, we're good. I think we're good. Right?
Great deal.
Yeah, okay, we're good. Getting a lot of great deals right now. I'm liking that. I'm liking the great deal type gameplay from past Game Hopper. I was thinking about something. Let's see. Oh yeah, thinking about a good game I think to play on stream would be Undertale because it's a good simple game to play. A lot of people like it and stuff. I played it a long time, a while back. Must have been when I was. It's cool to think about when you played games. You know what I mean? When you go back and look at how you've played games and when you've played them and how you felt when you played them and what you were doing when you played them. Because that I think really affects the experience. Like if you're with anything, I think if you're not having a good time and then you try to watch a movie or play a game or do something like that, you're just gonna like kind of resent it a little bit. I think you really gotta wait to be in the mood for a lot of stuff like that because you don't want to taint your experience with it just because of how you feel at the moment, right? But anyway, yeah, Undertale. I played it when I was like 14, 15. I don't really know when I. It was a while. It was a long time ago. But I was when you're that young, you're just so you're emotionally impressionable. You're emotionally impressionable, and you're emotionally more emotionally open. I think it's a cool game to play. Like it was like, oh wow, like this is so cool. Like all this stuff that all the characters would say. It just different. Obviously that's the whole point of Undertale. It's like sort of I wouldn't say an anti-game, but the whole point is that if you've played a lot of games, you play in Undertale, and you're like, oh, this is funny because it's so different, because it's sort of putting up all these little tricks and uh, and pulling out the rug from people who've played games because there's so many differences between the standards of how games are programmed and how they play, and between Undertale, right? The XP doing nothing, the
Whoopsie daisy.
uh, the kind of like some of the choices not mattering. I mean, Undertale is one of those games that the choices do matter a lot, which is really cool. The fact that there's so many different branches you can go down in that game is awesome. But yeah, I played it, and I think I did like the regular run and the pacifist run, and I was like, wow, this game is just really cool. So I might have to play it again and maybe I'll do the evil run with Sans. We'll see. We'll have to see. I remember playing the let's see if anybody knows this one, but the Bad Time Simulator on the web browser where you just get to do the Sans fight. You just practice the Sans fight pretty much. I remember playing that a lot. I think I actually I think I beat it. I want to say I beat it, but I think it definitely took a while. But yeah, I think that fight really I don't think any of the I mean okay some of the attacks are pretty annoying to dodge, but I think a lot of them it's mainly I wouldn't say it's too much I wouldn't say it's so much. I mean, you have to practice it a lot, but I wouldn't say it's so much the type of attacks as much as it is the just longevity of the fight, right? Having to do it for so long, and oh, I didn't beat it. That's what it was. I didn't beat the simulator. I almost beat it, but then I remember I practiced the very end part, and then I beat the very end part. So I only beat it in pieces. I didn't actually beat the whole thing in one sitting, is what it was. But yeah, that fight, it's just the longevity of it. To have to dodge so many attacks for so long, and then he starts putting out the the bones to hit you while you're menuing, which adds a whole nother layer of difficulty to even menu, to press the fight button or to get through that. So might have to do an Undertale playthrough on that. And Deltarune, I know Deltarune just had a bunch of new stuff, so I might have to do one of that. Or that too, I don't know. I'll have to see how it all goes. But definitely cool games for sure, those games. Let's see, what am I doing in Gazillionaire right now? What am I looking at? I'm looking at the exotic again. Exotic to Part 2. Ooh, I'm going to Hork though? What am I doing? What am I thinking? I'm going to Frack? What am I doing right now? Let's see. There's still an hour and 20. Oops. There's still. Come on now. There we go. There's still an hour and 20 on this. About an hour and 30 on this gameplay footage, so I might have to come back and stream the rest of it later. But I think that's okay. I was planning to stream for an hour and a half today too. So I think that this works out. We'll go ahead and let it reach something like a timestamp I can remember. What do we got? We'll let it reach 2 hours, so that's 4 more minutes. We'll let, oh, come on now. There we go. We'll let it reach 4 hours. 4 hours? What am I talking about? 2 hours. We'll let it reach 2 hours. And then I'll stop the stream. And then I'll stream maybe tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. I set up the YouTube stream, but I need to look into the Twitch stream also. I'm not really sure. I'm new to this. Well, I've done a little bit in the past, but it wasn't very good. But anyway, I need to set up the stream a little more, but I wanted to just start it. I think that's the most important part with stuff like this, where you just got to start, and then you can improve over time. But trying to get everything, I think just that trying to get everything perfect before you start is just never quite gonna be a good way to do something. A good way to do something, because try to get it all perfect before you start, then it's gonna be a lot harder to start, and you're not really gonna know if everything's perfect before you start unless you start Acid Cloud. Luckily I have Voyager insurance. You're not really gonna know if it's all good before you start if you don't try to just do a couple beforehand. I think that's the way it is. So I've got the YouTube one set up, but I'll have to see how it looks, and I'll see how it looks, and I'll see what the deal is, and maybe I'll set up the Twitch one at some point, but I'll try to figure it out. But I just wanted to start doing it because something to do. It's it's an extra hobby. I play so many games. I play video games a lot. It's one of the most consistent hobbies I have, but my point is, play so many, I'm like, hey, I might as well do something with it. Make a hobby out of it. Just share the experience with people. If I can share the experience and give some people to watch if they want to see it. Some people something to listen to, something to look at. Why not, right? I mean, if I already play so many games, so that's what I figured. You know, just to have something to do, keep me a little extra something to keep me busy. That's the plan. Let's see. Almost at the 2 hour mark. Let's see. What's another odd world? Let me save this. I like this one. What's another odd world thing I can put on here? Odd world music. This guy. What's this channel? Pup Benny. Pup Benny. Making a lot of good compilations here of Oddworld music, which I very much appreciate, because sometimes you don't want to listen to the whole soundtrack or something. Hang on, I was gonna post the link. That's I don't think anybody's watching, so I don't know why I would post the link. I have the link. That's fine. All right. I'm gonna go. Alright, we reached the 2 hours. We'll start at the 2 hours next time. Let me just see. Go ahead and toss it on the good old stream over screen. And I am gonna go ahead and end the stream today. Had fun doing it. And I think I'll probably keep streaming if I get the time and everything. So, that'll be the way it goes. Alright, good evening, chatters. Have a good night.
You